MemorialDickinsCreations.com, the leader in customizable memorial printing and graphic presentation. With over 24 years of experience working with families, honoring their loved ones, creating industry trends, they offer all styles of obituaries from standard to custom with exquisite paper upgrades available. MemorialDickinsCreations.com offers grand memorial presentation displays such as adult life-size cutout, backdrops, casket panels, retractable banner stands, poster boards, floor mat, banners, bookmarks, buttons, masks, and shirts, fully customizable. They also now offer urns, woven blankets, casket decal, and fully printed casket wrap. Everything you need to showcase your loved one's legacy. 24-hour rush upgrades available. On time, professional, and convenient. Go to MemorialDickinsCreations.com, click on Memorial Service, and get started today.
You crazy, glisten by the wrist, keep that 40 by the hip. I got that super damn drip. Hey, shot in the building.
I've been sipping on ricotta, gon' pop me a bottle, pour me up a drink. Yeah, she been sipping on ricotta, gon' pour her a bottle, pour her up a drink, pour us up a drink. A ricotta, we gon' have a drink. A ricotta, everybody drinking. Ricotta, get you some, get you some. ricotta. I've been sipping on ricotta. I've been sipping on ricotta. Ricotta or more. Drink like a boss.
Yeah, black excellence. I am excellently black with intelligence. I am heaven sent. You are now tuned in to the Slick Talk with Scalez podcast.
Wow. Okay. So you ain't bullshit. So you know your shit. You ain't just bullshit. You feel me?
Yeah. And on that note, y'all, what's popping, man? We are back. We are live. We are lit. This is the Slick Talk with Scalez podcast, episode 145. It's Tuesday, man, in June. It's hot in the motherfucking Milwaukee, Wisconsin today. We ain't complaining because we've been waiting on it.
Where the fuck did summer come from?
It was
That nigga just kicked down the door like, nigga, I'm in here.
You know, we don't get a
It was spring yesterday.
we don't get a break, like we don't get a lead up.
No.
It goes winter to summer around.
No,
this
this winter
motherfucker.
We went from 50 degrees to 90.
bro. Winter on period.
50 to 90. You don't even get to summarize your crib or nothing. You got to do it on the hot day. Like now you see people taking their screens out and all of this shit now because it's been cold, really, all the way up until I think the last time it was hot was when Detroit Barbie Nim was here, and that was what, like 2 weeks ago?
But that was like 78.
78. We was
Right,
fortunate
yeah.
that day.
Yeah,
Like,
that was not really. It was still cold.
Exactly.
Off the lake.
Man, it's hot as a motherfucker.
Hot as fuck. So on that note, man, shout out to everybody on Facebook tuning in with us. Please share this shit everywhere that you can. If you're on Twitter, please retweet, like, and share this for me also. And my YouTube audience was popping. Hit that subscribe button, that like notification, all that type of shit, man. We still on our race to 1,000 subscribers. We about 80 away. So I need y'all to click. Let people know, you know what I'm saying, to tap in with the Slick Talk with Scalez podcast. TV is the channel name on YouTube. Please hit that subscribe button and tap in with us.
Smack that button.
Smack it, smash it. I appreciate it, like Steph Curry and Jordan Poole last night.
Man.
Please smash that. Please tap in with us. If you would like to book you an interview or promote your brand or anything that you got going on, please hit us up to do so. Also, shout out to our sponsors, Ricardo and Moore. Shout out Blackout Entertainment and shout out the Playmaker. As we do this shit, always at the beginning of my show, I got to shout out to my nigga that makes sure the commercials is running, make sure we sounding right, and always got some good content and convo for me. My dog Don, say what up to the people.
Hi.
It's hot. He just saying hi. It's hot today. You know what I'm saying? And on that note, man, today's guest is the homie, you know what I'm saying, comedian, Dre Love.
What's going
in
down?
the building, you know what I'm saying? What's popping with you, man?
Man, if you don't mind,
Go ahead, get yourself
let me
together.
get myself.
That's what we do. We partake in party favors over here at the Slick Talk with Scalez podcast.
Pour that just a little bit in there. You know, just wanted to get something right.
Yeah, go
That's
ahead.
why I keep the child out so I can keep the clean up
Yeah,
easy.
get yourself together.
That's right. But no, man, I appreciate y'all.
Like it was game 7.
Well, shit, sometimes we got to win somewhere.
Yeah, we got to, you know what I mean? We got to do
Man, listen,
something.
we still an NBA champion.
Yeah, like I said,
Man,
we still,
for real.
we still the champs still
God
next
damn
week.
it, you know, we got it. We got the title. Don't get it twisted, all right?
We still the champs still next week.
I ain't gonna lie. I haven't been following, but I have been following. Like for the most part, I don't feel like Boston's gonna take it.
No,
I've never really been a Boston fan like that. So
I hate Boston.
man,
I'm originally from Oakland, so by
Okay.
default, I root for the
Shout out to
Warriors
the
when
Yay
the Bucks
area,
ain't
of
around.
course.
Yeah, shout out to the Yay area. And then, you know, they got Poole and Looney. You know what I'm saying? Two cats from the hometown, so it's only right that we root for the Warriors. You know what I'm saying?
right. And I'm gonna say it like this. I really wanted to say this because I have this. I feel like Poole should have got most improved
Absolutely.
because he's been doing amazing.
Absolutely. Even
now,
John Morant said Desmond Bain, his own teammate, or Jordan Poole should have got it over. You know what I mean? Over him for sure.
My man, do your thing.
Yeah, go ahead. Absolutely.
Like, yeah, for real. Honestly, I say it like this. John Morant, he did a great job. I ain't gonna lie to you, but at the same time, it's like, how is he most improved when he's had an amazing season? He just had Rookie of the Year last year before that. I was like, I don't really see it. He really is one of them people. And I'm gonna tell you like this: he slow it down, he's gonna be deadly.
Yeah, he gonna once he learn how to not take everything to the rim always. You know what I'm saying? Once he get his floater game together and figure out, you know, that shit that you learn over time,
right?
Repetition. Once he get all that shit together, he'll be able to protect his body better.
But I feel like he could be a contender in the playoffs.
No, yeah, I believe Memphis is going to be a problem for a while.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I've always liked Memphis, honestly. Like, they had many different players on there. Shane Battier, what's my man?
Randolph.
Mark Gasol, Paul Gasol, Zach Randolph.
Zach Randolph.
What's my boy? I know this probably old as mug. Like Posey, I think his name was Jeff Posey. James Posey. Yeah,
remember he
that
left.
Boy was cold
He left
too.
Went to Boston.
High flying, crazy.
He won one in Miami. Yeah, he went to Boston and won one, and he went to Miami and won one with Brian them too. So yeah. So how long you been doing comedy, man?
Man, officially, I went right on the stage back in October of 2013.
Okay.
That was my first open mic. I've been doing different things around here, different shows, open mics and whatnot. I worked with many of the ones that's from Milwaukee that's known as well.
Okay.
So entertainment is in it, Damn show, shout out to Cuz, Loud Pack. I know because I always see him on here. So, Cuz, you see me, man. I'm on there, man.
Yeah, that's
my baby. You feel me?
Yeah, that's my boy, man. Shout out Loud, man. He one of them people that always tell people when they ask him, man, I need somewhere to advertise or I need to get my shit out here more. He always sending people my way. Absolutely. So I appreciate Loud for that because we stay wearing his shit and sending people his way.
Man,
so.
it's one hand wash the other. I was getting shirts when he was just giving them away.
Tell me about it.
I'm talking about I done bought every one of them.
Me too. I was a part of the process when he was building his brand too.
That's the thing though. Like especially with a lot of people that build their brand, it does take that work for real. Like, like even with me, I try to make sure that I get out here and do the best I can of doing my due diligence, whatever I'm booked for, whatever I do,
For sure.
But that's just how it is.
Who in the city who inspired you, like locally on the comedy scene?
Honestly, D-Rock. Real talk. Shout out to you, man. Real talk. D-Rock and a few other comedians, But D-Rock was like one of the first people I talked to when I first, got into this. Because when I was doing the open mics, I was like, man, I wanted to see about a show somewhere. And this one they had 2 Funny Fridays. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to be like, hey, I'm a young comedian up and coming. I was just wanting to know, man, can I get on the mic? This is at the time him and Kelly Kells, they kicked it a lot and all that. So I was just like, trying to get my foot in the door. As anybody else would.
I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm gonna let you finish.
Go on here.
But we are currently 20 subscribers away from 1,000.
Damn, for real? Just that quick?
981.
Ooh.
Damn. Okay.
Damn.
Hey,
bring the spirit in.
Hey, another round of the promo.
Bro,
Right, another round.
Damn, we 20 away. When I checked this morning, we was like 80. Okay, damn, that's what's up. Y'all got busy today.
I'd say if I don't see you fellas, congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
It is a milestone.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
To get to that myself.
Absolutely. Anybody, any creators know trying to create their platform digitally on YouTube to get to 1,000 subscribers is a feat. It's nothing to poo-poo on or not pat yourself on the back for.
Especially now, it's different now versus where back then when it was first out. It has changed a whole lot.
Totally, because it's gotten so overcrowded. You know what I mean?
I mean, there wasn't a ton of content when it first started, so you can get 1 million subscribers
easy. Just from people getting introduced to the platform. Now that YouTube is a part of our bloodstream. Now everybody's there. You feel me? So it's like,
I'm gonna say this: I was definitely a YouTube fan. Like when it first came out, a lot of the products that was coming out, with YouTube, Facebook, when it was all the independent at the time. YouTube was my thing. Like I loved it. I love the videos. I love that you could comment on shit, build your own fan base, all kind of stuff.
Yeah, you're right. YouTube was one of the first. YouTube took on YouTube took on the gaming thing that the gamers were doing, where they were in the chat room. So YouTube was one of the first places to come up with the chat. Right. You could actually be chatting to a motherfucker live in the comments while y'all watching this video. You see what I'm saying? And that's where they kind of changed their interface and how they look and everything after that. You know what I'm saying?
But I'll say this, man, technology has came a long way. Especially me being in high school when it came out, I was sophomore when Facebook came out. You know what I'm saying? So it's imagine if we had goddamn these phones
then.
Right.
Yeah.
Like this.
Imagine that.
That shit. It's a lot of shit that should be recorded.
I'll be at the crib watching my podcast on a 4K television, boss. Like I'm watching HBO Max or
type shit
on YouTube. Like I'm watching us on like 15 years ago, I would have never even fathomed that we would even be doing some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
I had it on at the studio on 4 different screens. One is, we got that big 78. Like, it's incredible, man. It's incredible.
It's mind blowing, like what he said, especially when you come from people who was at the beginning of when this internet shit started. You know what I'm saying? We was kind of like the cavemen. Yeah, like
we was the ones starting the fire.
And I think that's one of the things. I think that's one of the things when you look at like
where we used to have to poke people.
I don't like people poking me. If you felt being poked, that shit was weird, bro. That shit was weird.
That shit was weird. Poke bitches.
No, I'm gonna say it like this. I know I'll probably be dating age, but shout out to Black Planet back in the day.
Yeah,
that was the best one. That was the Facebook before any
Black Planet and the BBM, the BlackBerry Messenger, nigga. All of that was lit. You know what I'm saying? Even the two-way pager, fam. The fold them. I had the
always wanted the sidekick joint, the little flip joint. Man, that motherfucker.
I had both of them. I had the joint that flipped out, and I had the SkyTail joint where you could open it. Like the screen on the damn near like
that. Keyboard.
With the little keyboard.
Uncle had one of them. I took his. I was like, look, I gotta borrow this.
Big old polo.
Went to the clip too.
Big fitted hat, big jeans, and some ones. Yeah, that was my vibe.
Real talk.
Yeah, that was my vibe. Man. Lean with it, rock with it. You know what I'm saying? That was the vibe back then.
That shit is just memorable. Just hearing that, like, that was a Gucci Mane that we didn't have, that they don't have right now. I know they say they clone him, but it's like, y'all just, that ain't the Gucci Mane from 09.
No, that ain't our Gucci.
That was our Gucci.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't get that same Gucci.
Yeah, y'all ain't getting that. Or Jeezy. Who'd ever thought that our Jeezy would marry the Chinese lady from the talk shows?
This is the Jeezy. I remember, I bought this man album.
Trap or Die, nigga. Dog married her.
The race.
They got a baby buyer and all that nigga. Yeah, the recession. Like, that guy. You know what I'm saying? My president is black.
Shout out Jeezy.
No, shout out Jeezy. I appreciate it. One thing that I like about all of them niggas is one, they lived. Praise the Lord. And for two, now you see them just mature. Yeah, you see the maturity and T.I., all of them niggas, you see them mature, like you see them being fathers. I think that's a good example. If niggas would pay attention to that shit, it's almost like once you start doing that, your audience turns you off. Like, we off, bro. He trying to be good. We ain't on that shit. He trying to be responsible and shit. We ain't on that.
Like they still like the trap shit. Okay, you can still listen to trap shit. It's in the catalog. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna have to elevate it.
But I gotta grow up, bro. I'm 40 years old. Y'all still want me to gang bang out here? Like,
I am not finna be cripping at 50. Exactly. No, I can't do it.
But back to what you were saying, a lot of comedians, and I want to get his brother his flowers, D-Rock.
Man,
a lot of comedians that I've met, probably like 35 and under, all say,
man, D-Rock.
You, Michael J. Curtis, Ernest, Eda Black, B. Jones, Myron, everybody give it up to D-Rock. It's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Dog,
he don't like this. He don't like when I say this shit.
He don't really even like when we give him his flowers.
Man, you a real live OG, my nigga. Like, for real, D-Rock, I know you don't like when they call you old, but I'm not calling you old. I'm just saying you're a very great OG to a lot of people. And showing them as far as what they, going to do and getting their feet wet in this game. Facts. So, but shout out to him.
Who's some of your favorite comedians, industry wise?
Yeah, I'm gonna probably say, as far as like here, D-Rock, I say Carlos Miller.
Carlos Miller, one of my favorites.
Yeah, dog's a fool, like real talk.
Funny as fuck.
Stand up boys.
Stand up, yeah, I like him. Yeah, no, as far as his stand up, he really is.
To me, for this generation, I think he is like damn near he won. If he ain't won, he two for this era.
Yeah, he
stand up right now.
I gotta go watch.
Yeah, you got
he
got one where I'm gonna give you the one because I don't want you to even waste your time on Tubi. DeMarcus Cousins.
Oh yeah, I just saw that.
Yeah, DeMarcus Cousins.
He doing his thing.
He got one of them boogie jams, and Carlos kicks it off. And I'm talking about the lineup is fire. Right. Gary Owen, it's some killers on there. Nigga, Carlos set it off. But I'm talking about. I was thoroughly impressed because I'm a fan of him. So when I first cut it on, I was kind of like, okay, Carlos, what you finna do?
Right.
But for his 20-25 minutes up there, I'm talking about every joke landed. Killed it, bro. I was like, damn. And then I seen him do another one during quarantine outside in the park.
Yeah, the one for that.
Yeah,
I seen that too.
he did one outside in the park. And he was damn near freestyling. Like a couple of the jokes I heard before, but then after a while, he got the freestyling. You know them wilding out niggas can freestyle. You know what I'm saying?
They big with the improv.
They cold with the improv, bro.
Like that's something to get into. I've done it as well. Like I've been working with E and B Jones and them with the Wigging Out improv comedy show. You know, we done that. It was every Sunday. Shout out Bodini. Shout out D-Rock. Shout out everybody. Nazir Gray as well. Man. For sure. You know, they were like doing the improv shit is more free. I like that too. You know, so like if I could be able to get into improv like that, I real live would fuck with it. I've always liked stand-up though. But aside from Carlos, I would say probably, well, I got to go with the, classics. Of course, Richard. I've always that was my first real live interaction of a comedian or watching one. You know what I'm saying? Eddie Murphy for his Raw. I didn't, and the funny thing is, I saw Raw first before I saw Delirious, and I fell in love with it right then. And I was like, man, I play that shit like it's Family Matters or Martin. You know what I'm saying? Constantly.
Who's the best?
As far as Eddie and who?
No, I'm saying.
Oh, to me,
I'm saying who's the GOAT?
The GOAT
on the stage.
Stand up. Pure stand up.
Eddie Griffin.
Eddie
fucking Griffin.
I'm gonna tell you who else told me that.
That man is
who reveres him that way. Michael J. Curtis reveres him that way too.
Eddie Griffin, definitely. Yeah. Like man, like just seeing him, I've seen the dysfunctional specials. Like I've seen all the specials, but like I like his presentation. You know, like with Michael Jackson on crack, and then the other jokes that he do. You know what I'm saying? It just it hits well. Him and Cat Williams too. Them two, like for real.
Cat Williams is definitely
man.
With me. Like I got Chappelle. I got Chappelle a little bit. Okay. I just think Chappelle cannot tell a joke and his stand-up.
No, Chappelle almost is like the Jordan rule with me. I don't even like to bring him up.
Yeah, like dog
a lot. Like he
and
I was saying everybody except him. You know what I'm saying?
Like for real, like no, yeah, with Chappelle, it's a whole difference.
Yeah.
Like it's just, I'm not saying as where people are like, man, he's just, you can't do nothing with him. It's just like it's hard to compare something that's so unique. You know what I'm saying? Like for him, at least, I'm like, man, and I'm gonna say it like this: best special from him, I'm gonna probably say is a tie between For What It's Worth and Killing Me Softly.
Yeah, I would say Killing Me Softly in San Francisco.
Right,
that's what kind of put him on the map.
And at the time where he was really talking about R. Kelly too. Yeah.
Hey baby.
Yeah. That's he
said, I'm selling weed, nigga. I was like, God damn, that's fucked up.
It was just a baby outside.
It's a whole infant selling bags of the side.
Hey.
I bet he got his Cartiers and shit too.
Yeah,
that's fucked up, man.
Baby, what you doing out here? I'm selling weed, nigga.
That shit killed me.
Dave Chappelle is like, because I tell people all the time, like Half Baked is one of my favorite movies. You know what I'm saying? Like Dave is just Dave, the Boondocks.
Yeah.
Like it's just certain shit that's just different. Like that shit just falls in a whole nother category to me. Like
what's your favorite special?
My favorite special? It's a tie. Norman Rockwell is Bleeding by Christopher Titus. And Richard Pryor Live 1979.
That was good.
Yeah, because everybody be thinking.
Yeah, I fuck with all.
Everybody be thinking
White,
Sunset,
Black, whatever.
Everybody be thinking Sunset Strip, but I like Live 79.
I like Live 79. Like,
Sunset Strip was cool, but
that fucking Doberman story.
Yeah,
that was my favorite. Then I love when he do the hunting story. And I mean, I know he ain't have Mudbone in that. That's why a lot of people associate with the Sunset because Mudbone was in that. Yeah. But I mean, of course, I listened to his albums too. That was even better.
I grew up. My uncles and them used to play that shit when I was a shorty. I grew up on his albums.
Nigga, the first time I heard "Was There Something I Said" was with my pops in the whip. He put it in the CD, he put it on. I didn't know what it was at first until I really heard his voice. I was like, I know who this is because I seen all his movies and shit. I was like, damn. okay. Like then when I got to hearing all that shit, that especially the pastor when he first, he was like, we're still at the party and we are gathered here today.
So that you got to remember that's the character from Car Wash.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, Richard Pryor was like the first comedian to take his characters out of his stand up and put them in movies. So now that's why you see that's like the formula now.
Damn,
like Bernie Mac or even Robin Harris with Bebe's Kids.
Yeah.
You take something from your shit and you can start a vehicle.
Crazy shit, right?
You know
With Bebe's Kids, Faison Love was doing Robin Harris for us.
Yeah.
I never knew that. That shit blew my mind.
That was Faison Love. That's really his big thing in Hollywood. That was his big moment for real. That's what kind of broke him through, is that he filled in for Robin Harris, because Robin Harris died before they got to finish the movie.
It was like right after.
He's a mark now.
Right.
Yeah, I don't really care for Faison Love like that. He irritates me.
Man.
He too opinionated. Another new cat that I like a lot though is my man from Black Jesus, Corey Holcomb.
Oh yeah, dog.
Corey Holcomb.
He is a beast.
I watch his podcast.
Real talk. 5150.
I watch his stand up.
That man got the best 2 songs out right now. The first one, My Bitch in These Streets and I Can't Sleep.
And I Can't Sleep.
Like, and then Now Your Tube's Tied and I Can Bust All In You. I was like, yes, nigga. Yes. Shout out to women that got their tubes tied. Yes.
Corey Holcomb harder.
We can shoot the club up safely.
He harder on women than them fam was.
Oh,
Samuels? Yeah.
He hard on him. Hard on him. Speaking of that, what did you make of the Monique DL? Because Corey went in on Monique.
Man, I'm gonna say it like this. I watched Corey go.
Corey went in on Monique.
It's a murky situation. I'm gonna tell you that. It's all kind of everything going on for Monique DL side.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know, man. I never seen comedians just do like this where they beefing like they fucking rappers now.
Yeah.
Like that shit just throwing me for a loop.
It is kind of
What
weird.
I'm saying? I feel like, we talk shit to each other, but it's love. You know what I'm saying? That's always been my thing.
It's almost like a brotherhood, like with the NBA type shit.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
At
like
the end of the day,
LeBron and them, they
we can
really
talk shit
friends.
to each other, but
Exactly.
we ain't gonna really do it in front of the public.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But I mean,
she gets into it with everybody though. Like, name a motherfucker she don't get into it with.
Yeah,
she's very aggressive about her place, where she belongs. Man, and you can't be really mad at her because she get overlooked and downplayed, and she's the queen of comedy.
And also she really she hard as a motherfucker anyway, because she come from Baltimore. Like she came up,
So
she was
Corey Holcomb brought up the point that after she get past the fat jokes, she don't got no material. So he that's why she don't like to go on after people and all that type of shit. She like to close because after a couple of hey girl fat jokes, the set is really over. She don't got no. Yeah, he was like fat jokes. I was eating a burger. I'm a fat bitch. Yak 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 yak. You get them jokes. Then he was like, after that, what's her? He what is her storytelling joke? He Bernie got that. Eddie got this.
Right.
Yeah, y'all call her a queen. He if I compare her to the Kings got stories. He even said got stories. He what's Monique's joke? I'm waiting.
Right.
And then when he said it, I thought about it like
that.
Damn. Okay, so that makes you look at how bad the black female comedian lane is. Because if she's heralded as the queen and she don't really got a lot of shit in her bag like that, then that mean the rest of them, where do they fall? Is she really that far ahead of Wanda Sykes? No. That's what I'm saying. It's really while she be putting on her
Wanda
crown.
Sykes is in a whole nother fucking planet.
But that's what I'm saying. It's women in your field, Monique. No disrespect. That's on your heels or even a little past you, baby girl. You know what I'm saying?
Wanda,
white women.
I'm gonna say I done watched every Wanda special too. She really that motherfucker for real.
She's the queen of comedy. She was given
black
that title.
female comedy. Yeah, she was given that crown. Who else was on that special with her? Samore, Adele Givens, and who was it?
I forgot the lady name, but she always would be with Ronaldo Ray.
Funny ass older lady, right? Yeah.
On Comic View every time. Yeah.
Funniest on that.
No, because to me, Adele Givens and Samore are funnier than
Nigga. Oh no.
Monique, Adele, Samore and Adele Givens are funnier than Monique to me. Yeah. Both of them.
I seen Adele too.
Yeah,
live.
I've seen Adele a few times.
She is funny. All that shit from Def Jam, all that. She is she really earned her spot.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can say it like this.
I know her joke.
But DL, the least funny.
The least funniest king of comedy.
He is the least funniest.
They battling.
Like they battling over who's like the not funniest. Like who's not funnier.
But like I was saying, like I was saying though, the white female comedians to give her the big.
Yeah, we can't even get
on her ass.
We can't even
blaze her, get on her ass.
Yeah, we can't.
It's Asian.
What's the white girl? What's the white girl?
Asian chick is so cold.
What's the white? What's the raunchy white?
She write the whole fresh off the boat show.
That's Nikki Glaser that I'm talking
about. There's always talking about sucking dick
and stuck in fucking black niggas and shit. Yeah, she funny. Yeah. She got like a New York accent. Like
no. You talking about
from the roast? I know from the roast. Talking about Fran something.
No, she funny and
her ass. Nigga, she crazy.
She got like a heavy New York accent, bro. Yeah. She funny as a bitch, though.
Her voice deep as shit.
It's a bunch of them, though. Like it's almost too many of them. You know what I'm saying? But like I guess like you said, with amongst our people. At the end of the day, like I said, once Monique get past her fat jokes, and then we got to give her praises for playing the worst mom in television history, in movie history. I guess that's what you give her flowers for.
Parker's wasn't bad.
No, I'm talking about Precious.
Like this.
Yeah, I know.
They definitely did a lot better.
I don't like Precious.
Yeah, hold on now.
That described black people. I don't like that.
Wait, hold on now. The Parkers was terrible.
I hated the Parkers.
Moesha was terrible. Look how fucking Moesha ended. Miles get kidnapped. Don't nobody know what happened to this nigga.
And then Moesha just went upstairs.
That nigga just disappeared. Moesha a side character. She don't say shit. She just in her little world.
Moesha, on the last episode of Moesha, believe it or not, she went upstairs and never came. That's how the show ended.
Right.
She went upstairs and never came back down. And
Ray J done ran off like he on some bullshit because
they destroyed Frank. Frank was Uncle Phil. Greatest dad, one of great television dad. Last season of the show, they decided to say Ray J was his illegitimate son.
Right.
Destroyed the man's whole character.
That was some bullshit.
Took him from the greatest dad to the worst nigga in America in a blink of an eye like that. Not Frank Mitchell, not the dude that didn't want Moesha and them smoking weed, hanging out. Not this guy. Got an illegitimate son?
Right.
This guy with the bad haircut? Not him.
No, that episode where Miles smoked the weed, that shit was funny. I was dying laughing.
The Parkers bothered me because no male character would ever get away with that. And if you flip
Yes, if you flip those roles like that,
man. That's why the show couldn't be on in the Me Too movement. Show couldn't be on right now in the Me Too movement because Professor Ogilvy got sexually harassed for 140 episodes.
Steve Urkel wasn't sexually aggressive.
No, he wasn't.
Monique was sexually aggressive.
I'm gonna say it like this with Steve Urkel. Should have chose Myra.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He should have chose Myra.
Myra was fine.
Myra loved you, man. Like real talk.
All the real niggas know Myra was fine.
What?
Yeah. Shout out Theo. Shout out Theo from the Cosby Show because before that young lady passed, that was his woman.
Right.
He dated her. That was his lady.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Theo Huxtable. That was his old lady right there. Myra was fine, man. I used to watch Family Matters like, dog, this girl is like, what?
And I'm talking about dead on his head.
That fucking network had me hooked because they had two women that I was in love with
Myra
at that time.
and Topanga.
Topanga from Boy Meets World or Wonder Years, right?
Boy Meets World. Yeah, that's right, girl.
Oh, well, Winnie Cooper from Wonder Years and Topanga from Boy Meets World and Myra from Family Matters. Them three right there, boy.
More than Clueless.
No, I'm saying that was television. No,
I'm gonna say it like this.
Oh, you talking about the TV show?
But that wasn't Alicia Silverstone.
Yeah, that wasn't Alicia Silverstone. Alicia Silverstone and Stacey Dash. That was magic on film.
I'm gonna say it like this.
I watched Clueless more than a teenage. Fam, I watched Clueless more than a teenage girl. I'm gonna be honest with you, like the teenage girls did that movie.
Stacey Dash was
bro, I was in love with her.
Alicia Silverstone and Stacey Dash was so fine. That Brittany Murphy was the ugly friend.
Man,
Brittany Murphy,
and she was fine.
And she was fine.
And you just looking at the TV salivating.
Man, that was my shit right there, boss. I ain't even gonna cap to you.
You wanna know what though? I ain't gonna lie. When I'm a Disney kid too, I fucks with some Lizzie McGuire.
You fuck with Lizzie McGuire?
Haley Duff, like man, she was
Hillary. Hold on, you seen Hillary Duff lately?
That was Photoshop. She got it back there. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying
but that was
Photoshop.
You know that?
She got something back there.
Got some cakes back there.
It's back there.
It's back
but
there.
It ain't
Hillary
that.
Duff's bad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
She's bad.
Yeah, she got some cakes.
Ooh, you want to know
been
another
bad.
one?
But
Brenda's song.
Brenda Song.
Oh yeah,
From,
Brenda Song
Rick,
from
Zach and Cody.
Sweet Life with Zach and Cody. She looking good right now.
Oh,
She
yeah.
look like
Niggas used
she
to
look
watch
like a
the
better
songs,
version of what Jeezy just.
Goddamn, Home Alone got her.
Yeah,
Nigga. Damn.
yeah.
Boy, that
Macaulay
nigga lucky.
got her?
Macaulay Culkin.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Motherfucking Home Alone got her. Macaulay Culkin.
You know he gonna go down as one of the greats.
Boy, what? A true legend.
Nah,
Real
Macaulay,
talk.
Macaulay kicked it with Michael Jackson and all
All
that.
that.
Macaulay was that guy, bro.
Macaulay Culkin was.
Macaulay for the 90s, he was that guy, bro.
Yeah.
Like him, Doogie Howser and shit. Like them dudes when I was a young dude coming up, like you wanted to be like them.
Yeah.
Doogie Howser is so dope,
Man.
that nobody cared when he said he was gay.
No, who cares?
Oh yeah,
No,
everybody was like, you know what?
Nobody
You
gets
did.
it.
I
You
knew
good.
it.
You
We kind of
was
expected it. We was like, you know, it's all right, man. You know,
Yeah, like you made the culture for us, bro. Like we don't
Nigga,
care.
open the closet door. Come on,
Come on
It's
out.
okay. You good?
I was actually
You and your husband could come to the barbecue.
Yeah, I was
Right,
actually
y'all
happy
are
when he
good.
came out because I was
Because
kind of
everybody
like, ooh,
knew
it's a
it.
relief.
bro.
Yeah, like
Everybody knew it.
We never knew, like for real.
No, we
Like
didn't.
I kind of knew because
we
he didn't have no
knew,
bitches.
but we just like,
Yeah, he could have had any female he wanted.
He was
at
never
the
tied
time,
to no
bro.
bitches. You know what I'm
That
saying? You
was
gotta
the
watch them
thing.
niggas
As
that
I
don't be
got
tied
older,
to
I
no
went back and
bitches.
looked. Like,
right.
What's up with this nigga, man?
why he ain't getting no
It's almost like in one of my favorite movies. Remember when dude was trying to get Malcolm X to come over and be a Muslim? And he asked him, he said, what's your angle, nigga? Remember brother? What's your angle, nigga? He said, you don't do no white women, eat no pork, smoke no cigarettes. What's your angle, nigga? My daddy told me about that, about pedophile niggas back in the day. He said, always watch a nigga ain't got always around women and ain't got no bitches.
Yeah.
He ain't fucking none of them hoes, not their friends. None of them. My daddy taught me that's a shorty, like always watch them kind of niggas. Because you know, my daddy was a Rolling Stone. You know,
Yeah, man. No, I feel you. Like
Pops taught me that as a youngin', like watch them kind of niggas, boss. He don't want none of the smoke from none of the women in the room. Like, I don't know about that.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Look at Michael J talking about, wow,
Touch this one.
we're celebrating Steve, but downing Nikki Parker. Who was Steve? Who was Steve that we celebrated? Urkel. Oh,
How did we celebrate?
But I'm saying,
How we celebrate Steve?
But I'm saying
Steve
Nikki
was not
sexually harassing,
Right.
Yeah,
He was a stalker.
That was a
He was
childhood
a stalker,
crush.
and they were kids. Like he had a hyper crush on his.
Dude,
on his
the only
next-door neighbor.
motherfucker who sexually harassed somebody worse than Nikki Parker was Pepe Le Pew from the fucking cartoon.
yeah.
That's the only
Right on
motherfucker
off.
worse than Nikki
Motherfucking Looney
Parker.
Tunes, nigga. They took his ass right on
He
off.
was the only motherfucker worse than Nikki Parker.
They said, you know what? I think
Yeah, he was.
Nigga, even French people are disassociated his ass with him. Like, no, we don't fuck with him.
He was a little.
No.
He was a
That
little.
nigga was like,
Yeah.
like, hey.
I feel sorry for the little cat.
Not only,
Slow it down,
not only
bro.
can you not do that,
Slow
but that's
it
not
down.
even a skunk, my nigga.
Yeah.
You
Nigga,
doing
one,
the
I was
most
like,
right
so I'm gonna say it like this. I was like, he just a horny, freaky, weird nigga. When he was like, when the cat one time, but the cat was a dude. I was like, wait a minute.
So that's what
Come
I'm saying.
on
No,
now.
he was queer. He
Like, come
was
on.
just a lover. Period. He was
He was
gender.
a lover,
What they call him,
period. I was
gender
like,
fluid.
fluid,
Yeah, he was gender fluid back in 1930.
Pansexual.
Right.
Ain't
You know what I'm
that
saying?
pansexual?
Pansexual,
Yeah,
whatever I
pansexual.
get, I'm on it.
Yeah. I like it. I like it all.
Man, they got everything pronouns. Nigga, you can't even use the word pronoun, nigga.
Bro, they got the whole alphabet, bro.
No, that's crazy. One of my homies, I ain't gonna lie, he called me one day. That nigga was talking about some, man, I gotta talk to you, man. I fuck around, change my identity. I'm like, what? Okay, all right. Well, shit, what you identify as? This nigga gonna say vaccinated. I was like, this bitch ass nigga is killing me with this stupid ass shit. Like, man, that's not the same thing, man. This nigga trans shot it. I don't know.
That's just
whatever is
That's
a
just
medical
like
term.
them,
This is anybody a doctor.
Dre, that's just like them niggas who will eat a smoothie, work out, and then fuck 5 bitches raw, and then look at me weird because I eat bacon and shit.
Oh,
It don't work
come on
out.
now.
Like, nigga, get the fuck out
I'm
of
gonna
here.
say it like this. Look, I'm all for nigga. I will have a pepperoni pizza. That's
Yeah,
my
like,
shit.
what
I've been
you
a
talking
kid
about, nigga?
eating pepperoni pizza. I'm
Plus, what you doing is way more unhealthy than this
Right.
motherfucking
all
pepperoni.
that
I mean.
cocaine, nigga.
Yeah.
You real life is talking about me?
I'll say you vegan and snorting cocaine.
Yeah,
Ain't gonna look down
Yeah,
on you.
big ass hole in your nose. and
'Cause
shit.
you
How about,
work-
how could you eat meat?
because you work out. Get the fuck out of
What?
here, nigga.
The funny thing is, I like speaking of cocaine. Like it was too many white people that be offering me cocaine. I
Man,
don't know
that's
why.
no, that's
No,
that's
White people
good.
are generous
man,
as shit with
they'll
cocaine.
offer you cocaine and a beer, bro.
nigga.
Them the two things a white man gonna offer you, fam.
So check this out.
Cocaine
no
and
real
beer.
shit. I used to be a Lyft driver down in Nashville when I was, riding around, whatever. I got this one dude. I don't know who he is, but I picked him up. Dog rode in the front seat. We talking, chopping it up. Dog, cool. And he was like, shit, appreciate it, bro. I get him to his destination. And that nigga just like, man, you mind if I do a bump? I was like, shit, it's your world, my nigga. Go ahead. That nigga was like, and then he was like, bro, you want a bump? I was like, nah, my nigga, I'm good. I feel like, because real life, if niggas do cocaine and you see the circumstances right in front of you, like, I feel like that's what's going to happen to you, and that's the rabbit hole you going down, my nigga.
So cocaine is the ultimate party drug.
Yeah.
True.
So
I've heard
they want to party with you when they're on cocaine.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I feel like, my nigga, your shoes dirty, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like cocaine did a great job for race relations in the 70s and shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, I heard about
you
especially like
can
Studio
disarm,
54.
yeah, you
and
can
all that
disarm
shit.
white people with some
Man.
cocaine. You got some cocaine, you can disarm white people.
Right.
They love cocaine, bro.
Like, ooh,
They
they love cocaine.
They show up at a party in the 70s. They looking at you funny.
Right.
You're like, hey, you want to do a bump?
They always dancing
yeah,
too.
man. Hey,
Like they dancing
what's
and
your
shit.
name,
Like,
man? Like even if you watch Snowfall,
always
Franklin
moving
got
their
in the room.
shoulders and shit.
Franklin got in the room because he had cocaine. Remember?
Right, of course.
The
yeah.
white boy brought him in and showed him how to cook the freebase.
I even asked you this. I'm glad to know that you watched this.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta
They-
you gotta remember that's not what happened. Whatchamacallit showed him how to cook. RZA.
Yeah, because crack started in Oakland.
Yeah.
Yes.
RZA showed him
Crack
how to
first
cook
started in Oakland. I watched Black Panthers.
The white dude
I watched all
he
that
was his
shit.
first connect. He took him.
No, I wasn't saying that the white boy
Well, of
showed him
course.
how to
I'm
cook
not-
the
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
saying that.
That's how
That's
they
how he
That's
got
how
in
you
the
got to
room
know, though.
with the white plug. I'm not buying dope from Franklin. This nigga from Compton. Who the fuck is you?
Right.
We got our own supplier, a white boy. But then when he came in with that pure, uncut shit, that changed the whole dynamic of the conversation. Now you can come in the room. Come on, black dude.
Right.
That's
Now,
what I'm saying.
You got access to the pure intent.
I heard
It changed the dynamic of the black man, period,
yeah,
in the
most
70s.
definitely.
Pimping and cocaine changed the whole dynamic of the way America looked at the black man.
Now,
That's why they tore both of them industries down immediately. Like, no, that's empowering niggas from the ghetto.
of
We
course.
ain't having that shit.
But I say it like this. My man was telling me about this one time because he's been watching it as well. Like, he was saying that it's almost as good as The Wire.
What, Snowfall?
Yes.
I think it's
I'm not disagreeing with him. I'm gonna say that.
Oh, I was gonna say.
I'm gonna say it like
It's
this. The
close.
Wire was my shit.
It's
I love
close,
it,
but
it's,
I
I don't like. It's
I
almost
actually-
there. I can say that.
I
think
actually think
Snowfall-
Wire is better because Wire is realer.
Yes.
True, much true. But the crazy thing is,
Okay.
Snowfall really is like damn near off of Freeway Ricky
It
Ross shit.
is, but if you somebody like me and Don who really follow the United States selling dope in 1980s story, Reagan and
Oh,
Iran
yeah, I'm
Contra,
watching many documentaries.
they
yeah.
changing a lot of shit on there to protect that story.
Oh, yeah.
The Wire, they didn't protect no
Nobody.
politicians. If you
None
go
of
look
that.
up The Wire on YouTube, you can go watch it. It's a dude who do a rabbit hole that shows you the police chief was crooked in Baltimore at that time.
Yeah.
The DA, all of that shit was set up for real. It was a nigga like the character Stringer Bell. His name was different. I ain't gonna say his name, but you can Google it and look it up.
Yeah.
These people actually existed.
True.
Even the Snoop
Even
character, all the way down to Snoop's character.
Right.
These people actually, the Snoop nigga, they literally took her off the streets of Baltimore and put her on camera.
real life.
All her niggas is indicted from that shit, bro.
All that shit.
So that's why I give The Wire HBO snap with The Wire, because it was real. Like it was
I'ma say it
almost
like
reality
this, too.
TV, bro.
I'm gonna say it like this too, because real life. I say The Wire as well. You know what I'm saying, because it's an amazing show, but most people don't know that it's really a spinoff of The Corner.
Corner, yeah.
Which, of course, I love that show because I used to watch
I
it.
fuck with The Corner.
Main character was named DeAndre.
I fuck with The
That's my
Corner.
real name, of course. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely watched that. Even as a little kid, nigga, like that shit was amazing. You feel me? Like that's why I was like, when seeing that shit with Baltimore,
The
and all
Corner
that,
was the
you know,
first time, like The Corner and maybe Pookie.
like it was the very big
Wanna know
preview
something
of The Wire for me.
What?
Once when I got into it, I was like, oh, okay. So I know what I'm talking about. So I know what I'm watching.
Want to know something amazing? I've never watched The Wire.
Really?
Not one episode. Wow. I've watched every gangster shit there ever.
Really?
I have never watched
Man.
The Wire.
Yeah, you got to.
Sopranos as well?
And he ain't never
Yeah,
watched
okay,
Snowfall.
okay.
And he ain't never watched Snowfall.
Yeah, you watch Snowfall though, right?
Kenzie never watched it.
Hey man, I'm gonna say this too. Shout out, man, R.I.P. Ray Liotta, man. Real talk, man. Goodfellas, man. I watched the Goodfellas.
No, I had to post this picture the day he died because I felt a certain type of way when Ray Liotta died, man.
That man, that's Tommy Rossetti, man. That's real talk.
That's he went to the Vice City.
Right, I know my shit now.
No, that's Boston George, daddy, man.
Real talk,
blow, man. Right. That's Boston George pops, man. They hit him from the feds that day, man. I fuck with Ray Liotta.
And that's my shit.
Pops said, go out the back door.
I love
on my mama. When his mama called the police on him, I love that scene, dog. His pops was ready on my mama. Pops said, go out the back door.
Why is that crew? Why is that crew from Goodfellas like born to play gangsters?
Because they was
they just all had that. But the crazy thing is, Joe Pesci did the Home Alone shit, so he could do comedy. It's not that, but
you know the nigga
was
that's
always
the weirdest out of all of them is really it's Pacino when he goes into that because he don't come from that lifestyle at all. Like what you call it, literally come from that shit.
De Niro,
De Niro comes from that lifestyle. Like the
Pesci as well.
Bronx Tale is his life story. Yeah, Sonny and Bronx Tale is Robert De Niro.
Right.
That's why he was.
That's
why he still fuck black bitches to this day. Because his first girl he fell in love with
he was a
black
little nigga.
woman.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so that movie's about his
even
life.
that and like another one, Donnie Brasco.
Was that news to you?
What?
I didn't even think
about Robert De Niro loved black women.
He loved black women.
Oh yeah. My grandpa told me about him.
Yeah, I learned that they knew he been on black women since back in the day when it was kind of taboo for them to
shout out De Niro.
Black women in public. De Niro was in public with his black woman. Like
he got a bad black woman right now.
Right now.
Fine as hell.
Yeah, he old as a bitch. But I think it's because the thing about it is what got Pacino was God. What got De Niro was Godfather.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? So dude that wrote Godfather, he brought in the gangsters.
Yeah, Martin Scorsese, like he's from that shit too.
He brought in the real life gangsters to help him with that movie. That's why that shit is so.
Didn't they make a movie about the backstory?
It's a TV show.
Oh, it's a TV show.
But it's
Miles Teller. I guess Miles Teller is playing Scorsese.
Yeah. No, that Lantaza high shit, that shit for real. Like it's still motherfuckers that's doing time off that shit. Like for real.
Exactly.
Like the main head nigga, like he was still doing, like when they was doing it, he was doing 78 years. I seen the movie many times. Like even then, they said he was supposed to get out in like 04, 05 or some shit like that. But I guess I don't know. Like, and I think he passed away. One of the main bosses of the Lantaza Heights, they died and shit too.
All of that shit true. The casino story. All that shit real, bro.
Oh yeah,
all that shit. The Goodfellas.
That's one thing. Like
all that shit was true stories, boss. None of that shit was fabricated. That man didn't make none of that shit up.
So I've always thought of this, and I've been thinking of this ever since I was even in high school. What if there was a black version of the Goodfellas?
I always felt like we needed to make a black version of that.
You want to know who I have like as Henry and all them? I say at the time, one would be Lorenz Tate. The other one would be, I'm gonna probably say, as far as the old nigga, Denzel, he was gonna be in it. And then I guess cause Lorenz would play Ray Liotta, and then Denzel would play De Niro. And as far as who would play Pesci, that's a good one.
Shout out to GOAT Joe Pesci.
Shout out Pesci, man. Like he my favorite gangster.
How you be a gangster and then be the burglar in Home Alone, dog?
Man, like I'm talking about
you cold, dog. You a cold actor, dog. When you can range, that can be your range, bro. You cold, dog. Pesci. Oh, Pesci said, "Oh, you think I'm funny? How?" I remember the first time I ever seen that movie, I was scared for him. I'm like, don't finna kill Henry Hill. I'm like, he finna kill Henry Hill right here.
I amuse you. I'm a clown. Tell me what is funny. What the fuck is so funny?
And then he just went nuts.
No, not even that scene. This is one of my favorite scenes from Goodfellas. So on the
that's funny.
When they get the narrating or whatever, Ray Liotta, they happen to jack the dude that was in semi-truck. Yeah. He had that gun to him. Nigga in the paper bag. Nigga, first thing that nigga Joe Pesci did is slap that nigga. I was like, oh, that shit gangster. Yeah. I was like, man, that shit had me laughing. I was like, dog ass gangster.
Tommy from Goodfellas.
That nigga was like, wow, he slapped him this way, nigga. With anybody that ever got slapped this way, you felt this disrespected, nigga, with your thumb out, nigga. What? You felt disrespected.
On some other shit, sticking with TV, what you think about the Martin reunion?
Man, I'm really, I gotta watch it though. Like I'm here for it, of course. I would love for them to be a reboot, but I feel like if they do it, definitely got to give it the times. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as anything, this is my theory of it, where, you know, Martin and Gina finally have like 2 kids, probably 1 boy, 1 girl. You know how they do with TV. And then, you know, just kind of catching up on everything. Of course, they're going to talk about how Tommy died somewhere.
Yeah, they said they're putting that in there.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that was kind of the thing as well. But honestly, I'm down for it. Yeah. Like, I love to see Pam and Martin go at it again. Like, that should be funny. She have her own little child, pretty much Tommy and Pam, and decided to, you know, settle down and shit. They had a little boy or something like that. Cole got a little dumbass kid somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, everybody back in the fold. You know, just Tommy ain't here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody, even Nipsey from the bar and shit. Everybody.
Right, man. Yeah.
You know, Stan, of course, is gone, and
Bruh Man would probably come back.
Yeah, Bruh Man's back too. Yeah, I was watching behind the scenes, and then Martin been letting Tisha Campbell do all the interviews for it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, because she got to go do press to let the people know that they reconcile.
Right.
She damn near destroyed his brand.
She killed the show.
So yeah, she damn near destroyed his brand.
I feel like if all that shit didn't go down the way it went down, that shit would have been running longer than the Cosby's. I felt like it would have ran way longer than the Cosby's.
She did all of that for her gay husband.
Mm-hmm. To make him feel comfortable.
And then 30 years later, they get a fucking divorce. Yeah. Ain't that a bitch?
He didn't find out he gay and shit and all this other shit.
How do you find out? Like, it ain't like you just looked under a rock.
She knew.
She knew. Yeah, you knew. It was somewhere you knew. I'm just saying.
She knew that. She knew he was Will Smith's boyfriend.
Oh, shit.
And was in denial the whole time about the shit. You knew that.
All I'm gonna say is I ain't never trying to get Will Smith.
Look at corporate face.
You don't want no
hell no. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna ask you about that with you being a comedian. What do you think about that?
Man, I'm saying like this. It's a surprise that Chris didn't kick that nigga in the back. Fuck is you talking about? Okay, I get it. You're at the Oscars. It's a lot of white people. So you ain't finna just get crazy.
One thing Chris Rock gonna protect.
But like them, that fade is coming. I'm gonna be like, hey, Will, I need mines, nigga. Hey, what the fuck you doing? Nah, we need to get this in. Like, I'm talking about even then, I felt like Chris should have even went backstage and been like, you know,
we said
it's
that.
over.
I said that
and the next time I see you, we at the Oscars right now.
But I'm saying about like even comedians trying to censor y'all on freedom of speech because they're doing it with rappers right now because you know they're doing it to Young Thug and Gunna right now about their lyrics and shit. So
saying that.
So the same thing they just tried to bring comedians down about.
I'm like, this is the thing though. Like, it's a fucking comedy club. Like, if you come in to be mad at jokes, like, what am I supposed to do? I'm not saying that motherfuckers don't be out of pocket. Like, I get that. A motherfucker can be out of pocket, but dog wasn't out of pocket.
Comedy
in that.
out of pocket though? Is that's
no,
the real question?
No, it's not, because of the simple fact that a lot of people get comedy misconstrued with saying some shit like, "Oh, I'm just talking bad about this motherfucker." No, like, we have many different things as far as jokes. Motherfucker can say whatever they want to. It's not that we saying, "Oh, I'm gonna say whatever I want to," and I dare a nigga to say something. It ain't that. It's just you gotta. Like, some jokes are tasteful. Some motherfuckers be like, you know what I'm saying, trying to do too much. Like, even where a motherfucker be roasting a motherfucker, like when they on stage, like, oh, this nigga got a little shirt, his shoes dirty, your head little, and all that shit. Like, I feel like where a motherfucker get too personal, that's different. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't get personal. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you're going to be on that type of shit, like, you know what I'm saying, I feel like you shouldn't enjoy it. Don't come to a comedy club if you want to be mad. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be some real fucked up shit that's going to be said on this stage. That's the thing you coming to pay for or coming to see. Otherwise, if, you know what I'm saying, I feel like this, just like a TV. If you don't like the shit you watching, turn it off. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, everybody got a duty to, you know, fulfill as far as what they want to do and what they should do. But at the same time, it's too much.
There's some, there were decorum. There's rules about when you go to a comedy show. Don't go up and sit in the front.
You gonna get your ass roasted. That's gonna happen.
Don't come late.
Don't come late, because we gonna point you out. We gonna point you out, my boy. We gonna point you out.
Don't talk during them niggas set.
Right. Respect the mic.
Don't be holding a conversation and shit. They gonna get on your ass.
Right. You cracking at this bitch. I get it. Do your thing. But nigga, I got a job to do. I don't come to your job trying to knock the little frying pan out your motherfucking hand, trying to knock the spatula out your motherfucking hand. You feel me? Do your thing. Yeah, but at the same time, respect my shit, bro. I ain't on here trying to.
Other jobs out here, bro.
You know what I'm saying? It's many things. You know? I'm not trying to down.
You took your McDonald's check and came to my show,
right? Shout out, hey, fuck that. I worked at McDonald's. Shout out McDonald's. Real talk, a little bit. I'm just saying.
They get paid now.
You know what I'm saying? Real talk. These motherfucking restaurants getting $28 an hour, nigga. What? I was like, I damn near almost quit my other job to go back to working there. That's what the fuck I was thinking.
So the other day, Uganda turned into Wakanda. They found a trillion.
385 million tons of gold worth approximately $1.75 trillion.
So we don't need China no more.
Hell
Uganda does not.
Hell no.
Yeah, Uganda don't need China.
Uganda don't need China no more.
But you don't think they gonna try to build up the nation?
So let me explain to you the geopolitics.
So who owns the gold? Who owns the mines, Don? Because that's where it all comes down.
Uganda owns the mines.
Even better, who owns the banks?
Uganda
banks are not under. They're not under the British note and all that shit like that no more. No, like Africa is very independent in all like banking systems. That's what they killed. What's the man? Gaddafi.
Over. That's what that was over. Okay.
Mans was on that, trying to be for self and doing for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the crazy thing. Like as far as we watching it, I was like, man.
So let me hit you with the geopolitics, because I've seen a lot of motherfuckers say, "Oh, U.S. pissed." Yes, the U.S. is pissed, but here's why: China has been digging their way into Africa for the last 20 years.
Yep.
Right, and so the mines that the gold was found in, the Chinese were pilfering from. They were stealing from it. They by the time Uganda wrested control over their mines, they dug deeper, and that's when they hit proverbial gold.
Right.
They struck gold. United States is pissed because Uganda's in debt to China.
Oh,
so
just like America, but you think about the control that China has, where China can say, okay, y'all work for us, because you owe us such and such amount of money.
Yeah.
So it's like some niggas who sell dope, right? I don't fuck with you. I don't fuck with you. Me and you, we don't rock together. We cool. I see you, but I'm not helping you out. But you work for the op. You making money for the op.
Right.
And all of a sudden, you got the plug. So now I'm looking at you like, either I need to come see you, or you need to come see me. Right, or you need to come see me. And that's where the United States is at right now, where it's like, okay, y'all got all that money, but we can't have y'all giving that shit to China.
So they can't just pay their bill with China?
I don't think nobody pays their bill with China. I think they let you run it up. Yeah. They let you know.
They use it as
well, you owe that. You owe that. You can run it up all you want, but you owe that. I say that for real.
Plus, they so deeply embedded in their country. It's
only a matter of time.
Man, it's almost impossible to get rid of them motherfuckers at this point. But they could pay off most of the bill with the 1.75 trillion. But then you back at square one, right?
You still got gold, don't you?
I'm saying,
how much is the debt to China? It can't be more than.
I want to look that up. I'm gonna look that up when we get on.
Yeah, it's a few trillion. I ain't gonna lie, but like, as far as I know, yeah. Probably on some research department type shit. You might look it up, but Uganda, I know it's over something.
The People's Republic of Congo,
Rwanda,
They all
them places they've been fighting at.
See,
bro,
even then,
much.
like, you want to know what was crazy?
Hotel Rwanda, all them shits that they make the movies about and shit.
Yep,
that's what they fighting over.
I was looking at
they know them black people got gold over there. That's why the fuck everybody got their fucking nose. That's why they've been over there since the beginning of time, my nigga.
No?
We go.
Right, no, that's what I'm saying.
207 million.
They only owe them 207
blood diamonds, yeah.
Yes,
Sierra Leone and all that.
As of November,
He said 207 million.
2001. It might be more now.
It's definitely more now.
But it ain't, bro. You
2001, that's 20 years.
Yeah, 20 years.
I mean, 2021.
Oh, 2021.
Okay.
And you got to count in inflation.
Yeah.
You got to count that in.
So put it on there. I mean, even if they
right,
you
got it.
They can pay that. They can definitely pay that.
It's
207 million.
I guarantee it ain't.
Because the reason I was asking that is because the point you brought up about the banks, and I'm just thinking about how prideful African people are. Like, they would rather pay that bill than do what America would do. Like, I would pay half of the bill and stay in business with you. With a motherfucker that you don't even like. An African will just pay you and get you out the way. Like, I ain't finna deal with them.
Yeah, it's
deal
like,
with that shit.
you know, so
Right, it's all different.
that's been their thing is, okay, our border closed.
Oh,
We rich.
We rich, yeah.
no, it's higher it's 2.55 billion as of January.
See how far that went up from 207 million to 2.5 billion in 1 year.
That's a big
Damn.
jump.
So more than what they just found.
Big ass leak.
Trillion.
Remember, they found trillion. So they found money you can't count.
Yeah, they can pay off their debt.
Yeah.
Which I would.
Which I think they're probably gonna do. I don't see why they wouldn't. To get them people to fuck out of there. They've been wanting them to fuck out of there anyway. So just pay them to go away.
Now here's the problem.
It don't work.
The problem is that okay, so what you gonna do? You finna back your money off the gold standard? That's a recipe for you getting your ass bombed into oblivion.
Yeah. To a point, yes.
So you can sell the gold.
I'm saying to keep them from being bombed into oblivion, who would they have to do a deal with?
Two major countries.
Themselves.
Right. China and us.
Damn near.
Us. Because of the China connection, they do a deal with us
to keep themselves safe.
To keep themselves safe.
So y'all know what?
We going for it because we get to stick it to China.
So y'all now we got to work out the things between both Africans and the blacks in America. Though.
But that's perfect.
I mean, no, nonetheless, you're right. It is perfect, but it's always been the stigma that a lot of the time blacks and Africans just don't mesh well. That's what I've always kind of just seen. I'm not saying that. I've met many Africans that's always cool, and I've always been cool with them. So, but in the majority factor, that was kind of like
they look at us as weaker. Our gene was weaker.
Right. They look at us like we are the weaklings, and we are not. We're less than. You know what I'm saying?
Some niggas come who?
Tell them niggas to build a country.
Right.
We
y'all still ain't did that.
Right. Now,
y'all still ain't did that.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
African was named after a white man named Akepulon.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
I'm just trying to figure out, like, because when you think about this shit since the beginning of time, this how they do the shit. Like, I was watching this rabbit hole a couple weeks ago about like Napoleon and Hitler. It's the same shit. It's the same shit that y'all describing. Somebody got something in their country. I want that shit. And in the United States and other countries be like, no, man, you can't just go in there and take that shit from them. We got shit over there too. We got shit on their land, boss. And if you come over there bombing their shit, you gonna bomb our shit.
Right.
Meaning we gonna have to sweat you. Right. And then you just have people like Hitler and Mussolini and other tyrants in the World Wars era who was just like, fuck that. I'm finna go in there anyway. I don't want to hear that shit.
So we talked about when Russia went to war with Ukraine about the possibility of World War III, right?
Right.
This has a greater possibility of there being a world war than Russia and Ukraine ever did.
Facts.
This is money.
Yeah,
this is a real life, valuable money.
I feel like 9/11 was actually that time too.
Nah, 9/11.
Well, because you got to think. No, you got to remember at that time they was even talking about bringing back the draft, where motherfuckers was going to be actually getting drafted to go to the army. Not now you didn't have a choice.
That's because our military numbers were down.
Exactly. That was the whole reason of them sending that. Even my dad was down there about to go back. You know what I'm saying? Because of course, as far as they say in the military, you got to be the age of 35 before they decide to be like, all right, no more.
Yeah.
So
I already did my service.
exactly. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for your service, most definitely. You know what I'm saying?
To switch gears a little bit,
Right.
this weekend, shout out to Jazzy and Von Mays. We had them on the show last week. T-Pain was here. And he had the Wisconsin Fest at the rave.
Oh, I was at work.
And from people who went, I heard nothing but great reviews.
Man, amazing.
Nothing but great reviews. I know people who were there all day because it started at 3 and it ended at 11, and it was over 20 acts that performed. And Juvenile performed, Lil Jon performed.
Right, my timeline was
Banks
crazy.
Performed, K-Camp performed. I mean, it was a lineup. You know what I mean? T-Pain brought a bunch of people to the town. That shit was very dope. But as you know, our city likes to do things. People were upset because Jazzy and them presented T-Pain with a plaque, giving him his own day in Milwaukee, and people were upset about that.
Why would people get upset about that?
I mean, I don't know how a person would be upset at that.
They named this tour after our city.
Exactly.
And it's an annual thing, ladies and gentlemen.
We have the most noted bar on his song. I could put you in a mansion somewhere in Wisconsin.
But they
Come
saying,
on,
but
like
they
that's.
But they
I'm
were
not
saying for that a nigga shouldn't just get a date just for that.
I'm not okay. Okay, look.
For bringing.
But let's be real. Okay, fuck that. Let's be real.
Artists, but we say Bootsy the Mayor and Tweezy the Mayor.
Right. Or even
we
like
get a date?
so crazy how we claim Giannis.
Yes.
No, even how we claim Giannis. Man from Greece. But we claim him like he really from here. He's not from here.
Oh, he from the trenches.
That man ain't from 53206.
He from the trenches.
He ain't from 53208, 210, 216. He ain't from here. I'm not, but I'm not knocking the man.
I don't believe none of that about him being Greek or none of that. He grew up on center. He just talked about it. He from the low end.
They talk pretty on the low end.
That boy from the low end.
The man show up in games with black dookies on.
He got a low end haircut too.
Right.
He got a
boy
Kia
be on
boy.
hope now. Real talk.
He got a Kia boy.
He used to play on top line.
Boy played on top line.
The Wisconsin Fest is annual, so it'll come every year at the same time every year. So that's
Apparently.
you know what I mean, that's the plan.
Shout out to you, T-Pain, that having that on my little sister's birthday. Andrea, I love you, baby.
First of all, the proclamations, the days, it's a symbolic thing. It's not like a real like you're not getting a national holiday on a fucking calendar. Like you, it's a symbolic thing. We give an honor to. But secondly, Milwaukee, motherfucker, please.
Don't mess this up.
Right,
please
man.
Stop,
this is some good shit.
Please
like,
stop. Since Jam for Peace stopped, how many groups have been trying to bring a festival, a black festival here every year? How many? How many?
Not even just Jam for Peace, Don. You got to think about Afrofest.
Yeah,
Afrofest gone.
So the man got it done.
Been gone. Yeah.
The man got it done.
It's people from Milwaukee working
with him, man.
Right.
It's not, and he gave us one of the biggest shout outs in the history of Milwaukee.
Right.
And he a goat.
And like you said, he came to Milwaukee. He didn't go to Madison
or
Green Bay.
Yeah. He could have chose anywhere.
He real life could have
but he knows the capital of Milwaukee.
And I real life
Wisconsin is Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
But it's because it's what you said, because he got people on the turf working with him. Von Mays, Jazzy, them shit. They gonna let you know, like, no, you gotta do that shit in Milwaukee, boss. You can't do that shit nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? That's where we at. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? So I wanted to shout out T-Pain for it. I thought it was dope. You know what I mean? You party poopers can move around with all that shit.
Man, I loved it. I gotta go when I do.
But that's why we get stuck, because of that energy.
Yeah, because of that energy.
No,
that's why we don't get shit here. You know what I mean? That's what makes promoters and people hesitate when they see shit like that. Like, well, maybe we shouldn't do that then.
Right.
Because I see motherfuckers online saying that. Huh?
I think they knew that was going to come. Yeah. They knew that was low.
Oh, no. Did he? First of all, let me tell you about T-Pain, right? I already know none of that shit is distracting him. He already got a plan. When Jazzy and them said right here and said that the shit was annual, that means they done planned this shit out 5 years already, bro. They don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. Then it sold out. You sold out the rave. Okay, so let me explain to you the rave.
And still needed room.
Yeah, the rave got 3 concert venues in one building. That's what the Rave Eagle Club is. There's 3 rooms in there. So usually when you go to a concert to see the Baby or whoever, it might be a white concert going on in that motherfucker too, another part of the building. T-Pain had the whole building. He had all 3 rooms. He sold out all 3 rooms.
With different artists.
Come on, man. You know what I'm saying?
You want to know what was crazy? I was seeing people that when I was at work coming from the concert, they had the shirts on. They was happy as hell. They was like,
man, it was a good vibe.
Oh my God, I enjoyed it so much. It was everything.
Everybody the people I seen talking shit was people who didn't go to the concert, but everybody I know that went to the concert enjoyed it. I'm talking about from younger people to older people. Right. Everybody I seen on my social media from watching their Insta stories and Snapchats and all that shit, they had a ball.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Great show by himself.
But then come on, bro. We talking about Little John and Juvenile, bro. Them 2 niggas alone is a good time. Man. Just them 2 niggas alone. Then you had K-Camp and all these other people. Them people got hits, bro.
Yes, I'm talking about fun hits too. Shit that you still, if it come on,
man, it's gonna rock
some drink in your cup, nigga.
Shout out Crown. Crown said anybody can get a day if you handling business. Just go tell them to get them one. Exactly, Crown.
You got your same 24 hours as anybody else. Shout out B Jones.
Yeah, yep. Facts.
Real life.
That's real shit.
You got your same 24 hours as anybody else. It's what you do with them motherfuckers that you want to do. You got to figure it. Motherfuckers say they want 8 hours of sleep. Hey, it's up to you. I get 6. I'm trying to enjoy myself. You know what I'm saying?
So I want to ask you a question.
Yes.
The game said, well, not just you, this for everybody. The game said, and he been saying a lot of wild shit.
Yeah.
But the game says he has more classic albums than 50 Cent.
Huh? What's the first one?
I repeat, the game says he has more classic albums than 50 Cent.
What's the first classic album?
All right. I'm glad that people ask me this type of question. I'm finna get real metaphysical with this shit. So I've listened to the game when I was younger, like everybody else or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And the funny thing is, every one of his albums went platinum.
He gave me a headache.
But
man,
it's just a lot of everything going on with you. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of just like
he's the game.
I get it.
He's the game. He's his
exactly.
Name, right?
He is. The game.
I've always
viewed
game like a professional wrestler. I always felt like Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine and 50 Cent were the heads of WWE, and they came up with the game. Remember, wasn't it a wrestler name called the Game or something?
Triple H.
Triple H. So that's where his name comes from. Then he embodies all the rappers. He rap like Biggie sometimes. He rap like Tupac sometimes. He rap like 50 Cent sometimes. He rap like Dr. Dre sometimes. He rap like Jadakiss sometimes. If you notice, he can damn near mimic everybody. So I thought the name. See, you know what I'm saying? He feels more gimmick than he feels authentic.
Promised Land. That's the name of the song. The nigga sound like Shine on that.
Shine. That's what I'm saying. He knows how
to
embody like sounding like somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
you know
I want to see this shit.
Listen.
What they say?
Niggas better stop acting like pain ain't the reason right here.
No. What?
Oh, I believe he do it just at 50. Well.
So you telling me
Game don't got nothing in his catalog.
Has a Get Rich or Die Trying.
There's nothing in his
He
catalog.
don't even have
a
Valentine's Day massacre.
We talk about the king of the name drop.
That's what I'm saying.
That's all his verses is him dropping names.
His most memorable record to me got 50 Cent on it. Hated to love it, the underdogs on top. Like it's mostly 50 Cent. Like it's not even you, bro.
It's 50 songs.
It's mostly 50. Who voice I remember. Like you're on the
I can't
song.
even.
No,
I can sing his verse. I can sing his verse.
Okay, I listened to Game.
I can't.
Like I actually listened to his albums.
Only thing I remember is check.
I'm gonna say it like this. Real talk. I'm gonna say it like this. 50. Like I listened when I was younger. I was confused.
My mother kissing a girl. That's all 50.
Yeah, I remember 50 verse.
I don't remember Game shit. Like I like One Blood. Like Games has some dope beats and shit, but him, like what he's saying on the record, never. It's like what you said. It don't really stick to me.
Hold on.
You know what I mean? It's like you be like,
let me tell you a fact. Let me tell you a fact about One Blood. One Blood. He said 22 different names in that song.
I'm giving you that. It's because they counted. I seen that YouTube clip where these niggas actually sat there and counted how many names he dropped on them. I said the beat. Did you hear what I said? Clarity. The beat. His production has been phenomenal. Dr. Dre was at the hands of your production. So your production is going to be A1. 50 Cent was picking your beats. Dr. Dre was picking your beats. Your beats are going to be, and then even when you got away from them, you obviously learned something from them because you continue to pick very good beats. But it's you.
The game has not been more consistent. The game has a longer career. He's had more longevity.
No, not a thing. This is where I will.
That's only because 50 stopped rapping.
Now, hold on. This is where I'm gonna crown the game at, though. As far as West Coast in this era, in a snapshot, go post Snoop. Let's take the West Coast.
First off,
well, let's take West Coast post Snoop Dogg. Game is the nigga holding it down for the West Coast until we get Nipsey, Kendrick. Then they come. You see what I'm saying? About 8-9 years later, bro. Keep it real. That's what I'm not. Listen, I'm not saying he fucking with 50, but I can understand where people can say and why Game is saying this. When 50 decided to take his foot off the gas, it's kind of when Game picked up steam. And then when you look about where he's from, just take the climate of rap, where he from when he got on. There was no other West Coast niggas, young West Coast niggas, popping. He kind of fathered what's going on out there right now.
Exactly. He said Lil Nipsey. Nipsey was his love.
Oh, and Nipsey, dude, when you Kendrick Lamar and Nipsey them, they give it up to the game, bro. YG them, they give it up to the game, bro. Okay. So I will give him that. Okay.
Now,
during that period.
But he's not going to be able to go
during the period.
What up,
since Snoop Dogg was the king of California, the king of the West Coast. Was Game ever considered the king of the West Coast?
No, he's Prince because
Snoop and Dre are forever going to be the king.
Hold on.
What I'm saying,
Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick just took the king.
No, but Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick is king. That's definite. Kendrick is king, and you can.
I'm not even saying that's debatable. My point is, we don't get Kendrick without Game. That's my point.
Most definitely.
That's what I'm saying. You don't even get Kendrick Lamar has said that out his mouth. You don't get him without that.
Yeah.
You don't get him without.
I feel about the game like I feel about Nas.
Whoa.
He's trash.
Whoa. For you to say Nas is trash.
For you even to put Nas in Game.
I'm gonna say like I'm not a fan, but
for you to put Nas in Game in the same conversation is wild to me. That's wild.
Hold on. I've repeatedly said on this platform.
I won't disrespect basketball.
I have repeatedly said on this platform that Nas is a top 5 greatest rapper of all time.
So how is the game and him
talking? But to me, he's trash. And Game is trash.
You can't put them in
conversation. I said I feel the same way. I didn't say they're the same or equal because Nas is obviously a top 5 greatest rapper of all time.
Look,
I just said they're both trash.
They said what Don smoking.
We know that sometimes.
That black. He's smoking that black.
That black is
trash. He's smoking that black. That's what he's smoking.
That's what
I'm not a fan of the game at all, but I am a fan of respecting numbers. One of the things that I do with Eminem, I'm not a big fan of Eminem, but I do respect his success and his accomplishments. Right. So I'm not gonna poo-poo on the game for being the only artist from the West Coast for 8 or 9 years going platinum, bro. I'm not finna shit on that. I ain't finna
every
just be like,
time.
yeah, I'm not be like,
if Scalez can feel like Eminem is trash, I can feel like the game and Nas is trash.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying it's the same thing, but I don't poo-poo. But in the same breath,
I can.
But in the same breath, I don't shit on Eminem's accomplishments the way you shitting on the game's accomplishments right now. I don't do that.
I'm gonna say it like this. For me, with Eminem,
accomplishment.
I definitely respect his accomplishments, but I can't put him even in my top.
Great, fantastic.
Don, there was literally
I'm not put him in my top 20.
I wouldn't put him in my top nothing. My point, what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, this is like you not giving Master P credit for what happened in New Orleans.
Yes, thank you.
Because before P, there was a pocket of no music from New Orleans. Then when P popped, here come all these people from New Orleans. The same thing happened in LA. After Snoop, there was a vacuum, bro, where there was no artists coming out from LA, bro.
Hold on. Dr. B just checked in.
What up?
He said, you remember the line, I kill a nigga for my Air Max 95s and 2 songs. You may not know that slap are Hard Liquor and West Side, but overall, Game is sporadic in his releases and his flow doesn't ride the beats well. But he reps
who said that? What are you?
We show respect.
Okay, we said that.
Definitely. Yeah, that's why he was always about that part of repping NWA.
even where him and Easy had a beef about that shit
I'm
too.
still
Bro, stop
riding.
it.
I'm still sticking.
Bro, stop.
I'm
Stop
sticking
it.
with my point.
Talk about the game went platinum on almost every album. 50 didn't. What the fuck are you talking
every
about?
50 release went platinum.
Yeah.
Every 50 release went platinum.
Yeah, every 50.
Is he really trying to battle for Game versus 50? We
That is to me.
That's not even what I'm debating. That's not even what I'm debating anymore. Fuck the game, but the one thing that I will give him is, like I said, I follow music real close, and I'm a West Coast nigga, and I'm a Dr. Dre head. I followed what they had going on because I thought they were done. When he got dropped from G Unit at 50, wasn't doing music no more, I thought they were done. Exactly. I thought it was over with. And if you look at G Unit, he's the only artist that survived. Right. The Game is the only artist that survived. True. He don't rap better than Lloyd Banks or Young Buck to me. Not at all. But he's the only nigga, his brand outlasted everybody else's brand because of what I'm describing. And where he was from, he was the only nigga waving that flag for about 5-6 years until Nipsey and Kendrick showed up. Then they kind of took the flag from him and ran with it. You know what I'm saying?
But he's still trash.
Yeah, he's still trash.
Like Track said, the Game raps. I thought he was a famous gangster in the internet star.
Yeah, he had a reality TV
Track
show. Yeah, Track said that.
Game, if I'm ever out in California, please, I ain't with smoke.
Man, Game can come sit right on this platform and I'll say this shit to the Game face. I'm not just saying it to the Game, I'll say it to his face.
And don't you ever put your hands on the NPC again.
I'm just not a fan of his music like that, and I don't think he got
make beats.
I don't think he got better albums than 50 Cent.
I mean,
I ain't gonna say he trash.
I ain't gonna say he trash, but no, like to say he got more better albums than 50 Cent.
That's crazy.
That's
like the Game did just put out a song with Kanye West. He's still dropping. You know what I mean? He's still in the. But he's still around.
Kanye shut him down. That's the thing. Ye shut that man down.
E40 is more relevant as a rapper on the West Coast than Game is.
Too short.
Right now?
Well, right now. Legends, though. You comparing him. You comparing him to legends, though, bro. Like, look at who you comparing him to.
Okay, but he's comparing himself to a legend. 50's a legend. Stop it.
Okay, but I'm saying the people that you just mentioned Game with are all legends, so that means you think he's in that stratosphere with legends. And
for a nigga to say that he got more classic albums than 50 Cent, when in my opinion, I'm even preface it. In my opinion, Get Rich or Die Trying is the greatest rap album ever made. He's not the greatest rapper ever, but that's the greatest album ever made, complete from front to back.
Man,
period.
It's hard to debate.
It's hard to debate. That's a hard debate.
Not wrong.
Look, bro, it ain't a lot.
I don't agree with that.
Look, you can't sing. You could sing "Get Rich or Die Trying" probably all the way through. Every song on there, you could probably do a verse and a hook on every song on there. There's not very many albums that you can do that.
Pop Smoke is the reason why 50 like got his relevance still, even with the young niggas.
Because he sounds just like
see, that's what I'm saying. That's kind of like
R.I.P. Pop Smoke.
I like Get Rich or Die Trying, but it's shit like Doggy Style, and I grew up on the Chronic and shit like that, bro. I can't put that album over those albums, bro.
I can't say that I seen the Chronic on it.
I don't even know if I like Get Rich. I'm gonna be honest with you now. Y'all might look at me crazy, but I don't know if I like Get Rich or Die Trying more than 400 Degrees.
Oh. But 400 Degrees is a top album. That's an album that you can battle because we could word for word them. You get what I'm saying? Like certain albums you could just word for word. I don't know too many.
Get Rich or Die Trying. It's top 10 for sure.
Man, it's top 5 for sure.
It's top 10 for sure because
it's top 10
because I'm even going. I'm going Biggie Life After Death. I'm going Tupac Me Against the World. The Fugees album. The score is crazy. And that ain't even no street shit. Kanye got some classics.
This is what you said.
Dark Twisted Fantasy. I don't know if I like Get Rich or Die Trying more than I like Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Oh, you tripping.
Now don't say
being for real, bro.
Don't turn around. Don't throw it back to the platinum albums. You said you believe he got more classics than 50 Cent.
Well,
He said Game ain't top 10, nothing. Miseducation of Lauryn Hill is another classic album like that.
Yeah, I like
it. We talking hip hop. Y'all just
that's hip hop.
Some hip hop shit, really. What's the one? Roots. It's one where the lady running.
Yeah, what the fuck is the name of that?
I forgot the name though.
It's a classic. It's 5 mic.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's something in there, but I'm not saying 50's not in that class. I'm just saying for me on my list, I probably got about 6 records. I probably got about 6 or 7 records ahead of that.
Right.
And that's still saying a lot for 50. Because I don't put 50, the people that I got in that class with him, I don't put him really in that group with them, but he got an album in there. Just like Juvenile, I don't really put him in that group with a lot of people I got classic albums with, but he's in that group though because of that album. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Right. So
I don't put Kendrick yet in that category. But
as far as Kendrick goes, for me, it's Good Kid, Mad City.
Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's his classic.
To Pimp a Butterflies with him.
Yeah,
it ain't Good Kid, Mad City, but it is definitely.
I ain't gonna front on y'all. It goes
like,
Good Kid, Mad City, Damn, Pimp a Butterfly, and then this shit he just dropped.
That's about right.
That's how they go.
But motherfuckers ain't knowing about Section 80 though.
Oh yeah, I ain't even count that. That's a mixtape.
That's a mixtape, but
they wasn't hitting him.
That's like picking Friday Night Lights for cover.
Look at tracks. I like Flowetry.
True, and I love that one.
I like
that was an amazing mixtape.
I love 400 Degrees.
Poetry's not hip hop.
Yeah,
we just talking about hip hop.
We talking hip hop, man.
Wait, Flowetry?
I would put the education of Lauryn Hill in there if we talking hip hop either though.
I mean, I guess
it definitely goes in there.
No,
but she
is, but she's not a rapper.
Yeah, she is. She got 2 classic albums on this list for me.
The Score.
Lauryn Hill is definitely a rapper.
Brought it all out.
Ain't what all brought it out. She invented the Drakes, my nigga. She invented all the people that this generation is fans of. They would not exist if it wasn't for the Lauryn Hill experiment. When that worked, every label said, damn, you can rap and sing on the same album?
So that goes in its own category.
No, it don't go in its own category because Drake do the same thing and they niggas got Drake on their greatest
list.
No,
he can't.
He do the same exact thing Lauryn Hill do. It ain't no different.
What is the Game's 5 mic album?
The Game don't got a 5 mic album.
Oh, okay. So how does he have more classic albums than 50 Cent?
I wouldn't say classic platinum.
But that was what he said.
That's what the Game said. The Game said he got more classics
than 50 Cent.
Well, we will call that a misclaimer.
He tripping.
Yeah, you are tripping. Bro.
Sorry, man.
That's right. It's tripping.
We talking about one of the greatest debut albums in rap.
I'm not saying you don't do numbers, but your ass
his whole
drop,
like 50 whole drop at that time was like out of nowhere. Like, how is he robbing and talking shit to everybody and nobody's doing nothing? This nigga's gangster.
Yeah, he was with them people though.
Yes.
That's the power of Interscope. Tupac did it on the label. Snoop did it. And when you sign the Interscope, you get away with all types of shit you don't get away with signed to Columbia. When 50 was with Columbia, he couldn't get away with none of that shit. He switched factories and got with Dre and them.
Right.
Think about it. Dr. Dre and them invented NWA. That's the most dangerous rap group in rap history.
Yeah.
Period. Ain't nobody been more dangerous than them. And they were able to make $1 million out of that. So imagine 20 years later, Dr. Dre done cleaned up his image now and made all this money off this white boy in Snoop Dogg. And now he got this New York gangster that he can caricature the same way he did Snoop and Eminem. But with the New York gangster shit, the tank tops, the fitted hats, the shoes, the baggy jeans, the guns, the video games, all of this shit. He took the New York shit and made it a caricature.
But I'm going to say it like this. I would say if it were not Master P being in the equation of that, we're not being.
No, I'm talking about 20 years before P. We don't, without Eazy-E, you don't get Master P.
Yeah.
Get what I'm saying? Eazy-E was the first model of what I'm describing. Yeah. What we still got today, what Little Durk is, what NBA Youngboy is, where you dangerous, where you could go to jail at any moment and still sell 1 million records and sell out a concert. That's what 50 Cent was when G-Unit era was going on. We thought 50 could go to jail at any moment. Even when Ja Rule was hot, shit, he did go to jail. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about, dangerous. The first motherfuckers who introduced danger to the music business like that was NWA. That's why they get deemed with the kings of gangster rap. Really, when Ice-T kind of made the first gangster rap songs. But they were the ones that took it to your household. They brought it to MTV where you saw it in your crib, where they was like, well, white America was like, they took guns to the White House, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that was the thing.
Assault rifles to the White House with Jerry curl juice dripping on their Raider jackets, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, niggas ain't doing niggas can't do that today. It ain't no niggas who can go to the White House today with no guns, bro, and do that. It's a rap.
Motherfuckers ain't doing that.
In 1980 something, these niggas went to the White House, bro.
They not doing that. They pants tight. Like, I can't, like, they ain't gonna be able to do that. This niggas wearing them killboy hairstyles. That's what they wearing. Goddamn.
So I play this game on here. You already drinking. You still got some drinking here?
I'm gonna get a little bit of love.
Get a little bit.
Get a little bit of whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Before we get up out of here, I play this game on here. It's a versus game, right? So you got to pick one or the other. But if you pick both, you got to drink.
Okay.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm gonna probably do like right there.
We got a drinker.
I'm
yeah.
Just,
you know,
I ain't no hitter like.
No,
that,
he came on here and he did what you supposed. I want people to do on this platform. He brought his
relax.
He brought his champagne.
Right.
You know what I mean? He taking in the party favors because we don't really drink here, so somebody got to drink this shit.
Right.
But anyway, we're gonna start right there then. Light or dark liquor?
Dark.
Flats or drummies?
Drummies. Look, I'm gonna say this.
Go ahead. You can give us an explanation.
If you like fucking flats, look, pray for yourself. That's all I'm not saying that. It's like
it's a lot of work, bro. I don't know.
It's too much.
You gotta
it's too much. What we doing all that work for? What are we doing work for?
Chicken off that mother.
It's a chicken. Bite the goddamn chicken. That's all I'm saying. As a fat nigga, that's all. I don't body shame, but I'm saying I know I'm big, nigga. I ain't small. I know. That's all I'm just saying. Drummies though.
Lil Baby or Dub Baby?
I'm gonna say Lil Baby. I fucks with Lil Baby real loud.
Eddie or Richard Pryor? Eddie Murphy or Richard Pryor?
Oh, Richard. Easy.
It's Richard. Wow.
I'm not bullshit.
I'm going with Richard too.
Richard, like don't look at me however you want. Richard, yes.
Paid in Full or New Jack City?
I'm gonna have to go Paid in Full because real life, New Jack City, that nigga told. Like that's just what it is. Like everybody trying to celebrate Nino Brown. That bitch ass nigga told.
He paid the price.
You know what I'm saying?
He paid the price for telling.
He got
you know what I'm saying? Right.
He
He paid the price. I'm saying. Like, but everybody trying to celebrate Nino Brown. Fuck that nigga, man. He killed his man and he snitched. Like, fuck dog. He was on some grimy ass shit, though.
Oh, he was grimy as fuck.
He was grimy as a bitch.
He was.
But I get where with Rico, like, okay, yeah, that was grimy as a bitch too. But that shit, like, was real for them. Like, Cameron got damn near into it on some shit like that.
Yeah.
So
you said you got 13 bricks over there right now?
Man, that seed is so hard for niggas.
In that bag?
What? Oh man.
Man, that made me sad as a bitch.
What?
Fresh Prince or Martin?
Well, I grew up watching both of these motherfuckers, so I'm gonna have to drink.
Yes, sir. Life or Bad Boys?
Oh, Life.
Okay.
No.
Why you gotta say nasty shit, Ray? Because I'm a nasty motherfucker. I was like, man.
Over Bad Boys?
Yep.
That Bad Boys, I'm not gonna say that Bad Boys ain't good, but man, Life had a star-studded fucking cast, and it was funny and it was right. Niggas don't look at cornbread the same. I'm gonna tell you that right now. If you listening out there, you don't look at cornbread the same.
Y'all said there was a flood and all the crop got fucked up. Your mama died, your daddy died, your sister died, your daughter died. Yeah, that was about it. Anybody else got something you want me to read? Hell no.
I'm
like
good.
that shit is like whoever the fuck wrote that movie, like that shit was perfect, dog.
Right.
Like everything was perfect.
I know your plan, Ray. What I got going, Ray? What I'm doing, Ray? Like that nigga upper room. You can't make that
How
shit
do we
up.
turn them
You
all
can't
white
make up
pies
that shit.
into nigga pie?
That's some shit you can't make up. That writing was
I'm gonna
just
turn
amazing.
y'all into nigga pie.
I swear to God, probably one of the most unpopular opinions I ever had on that. I think it's overrated.
You don't like the movie?
I think it's overrated.
No, it ain't overrated.
I'm not saying it's not good. I think it's overrated. It's not a part of Eddie Murphy's Power 9.
What's his Power 9?
His Power 9 is from the beginning. It's Changing Places, Golden Child.
Oh, Trading Places. That's my shit. I love
Golden Child.
Come to
Harlem
America.
Nights,
Yeah.
Coming to America.
Boomerang.
Yeah.
And Life, nigga.
Man,
What you
you
talking
gotta
about?
say Life.
What the fuck is you talking about, nigga?
You gonna say Nutty Professor with Life?
No. This is prior to. I actually like Vampire in Brooklyn more than I like Life.
I didn't think Vampire Brooklyn was part of the Power 9.
No, that's not a part of the Power 9.
I wouldn't say that's part of the Power 9. Another 40. Beverly Hills Cop. Beverly Hills Cop.
No, but that goes along
Beverly Hills Cop 1 and 2. Another 48 hours. 48 hours. Another 48 hours.
No,
that's his Power 9. That's his first 9 movies.
Come on, Life.
Nothing was as good as his first 9 movies, man.
Bro, Life was amazing.
Yeah, Life was a star-studded cast. Don't get me wrong,
but
it wasn't
the show.
As far as his 9, no, yeah, that's different. That's whole different for me. Like I watched all of them. Yeah, like so that's whole different for me.
Mm-hmm.
So if you got another one,
we're gonna keep going. We can go keep going.
Let's do it.
Friday or House Party. House Party 1, Friday.
House Party 1, okay. And first Friday?
Not the series, not the franchise versus franchise. Okay. Just the first movie versus the first movie.
Brown said Golden Child was good.
I didn't like Golden Child either.
I like Golden Child, but I don't watch it every time. You know what I'm saying? I say that.
But it was definitely fire.
That was so funny.
I don't really like Golden
Child. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. That was not my choice. But I'm gonna probably go with Friday. Yeah.
It's both of them.
Yeah, I
had to drink on that one if I had to. Snowfall or Power?
Oh, Snowfall. Right away. I mean, I watch Power, but this is how much Power I watch. And this is how much Snowfall I watch.
Well, it's only one Snowfall.
Exactly.
I was going the original Power. I'm talking about Ghost. I'm not talking about none of the
that first.
I gotta go with Power.
I'm talking about Ghost.
I'm damn near
going Power over Snowfall.
I'm going with Snowfall. I'm sorry.
I think I would have to drink because it would probably have to be both for me.
Because they both really good.
I like Power, but it's like for me. Okay,
Ghost is bad, motherfucker.
Ghost is bad, man.
Right. I'm gonna say it like this. For me,
I identify with Ghost more than I do Frank.
No, I'm a bit of both.
See me, I'm gonna say it like this. This is the reason why for me. Where with Snowfall, I've always kind of grew up with that California type of thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that swag and that music influence and everything. So I knew about it more than less. South California and Northern California. Shout out to the Bay. I done listen to E40. I done listen to Too Short, Drew Down, many peoples. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was always that influence. That's why I like that more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As far as the, Power, series. Like, I get it. It's New York is doing their thing. Like, motherfucker, I'm not saying that.
Also,
but,
yeah, I get it. Because I'm, was a New York head growing up.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's what you relate.
You like New York Undercover, and I don't know. You probably like SVU or Criminality.
I don't know none of that shit.
None of them shits. Oh.
First of all, I'm not a cop show.
Yeah, I don't watch cop shows either. That's too police for me, man. I don't be on that shit.
Ice TV.
I don't watch cops.
That's why I watch it.
I don't watch cops. I don't watch none of that. I don't watch. What's that shit? Niggas go 48. Niggas be telling them. Y'all want to watch somebody snitch? What kind of motherfuckers is y'all?
This be the funny part. This when niggas be telling. As soon as they got their arms in their shirt, ooh, they telling.
Or they ask for that cigarette.
You niggas about to tell.
Man, I'm from the streets. I know enough snitch stories. You heard one snitch story, you heard them all. You hear me though? You know what I mean? You heard one snitch story, you heard them all. I ain't gotta watch niggas do that shit on TV.
I want to hear the other side. I want to hear a nigga say, "Take me back to myself."
Doctor show.
Crown said he need our opinion on.
You want to know what's crazy? My girl loves Doctor Who.
Oh, I love Doctor Who.
Oh, did she? Man, she be crazy about that damn TARDIS.
The ladies love Grey's Anatomy too.
Man, she watched that
They
shit too.
think they can heal you from watching Grey's Anatomy.
Station 19, I think it is. I'm telling you, they got
you
all
watch
the
17 seasons of Grey's Anatomy. That don't make you no doctor.
Shout out to the niggas out there that be watching them shows with your girl, nigga. You really do watch them shows. I know some of you niggas watching P-Valley. I know you ain't looking at it. But
no, hold on. So Crown said that. Crown said I need y'all opinion. How was P-Valley before I start watching?
Oh, that shit was amazing. I looked away a few times, but that shit was amazing.
No, I'm not watching.
I fucks with P-Valley.
Nigga, I'm gonna tell you like this. Oh, girl, nigga, she fell off that pole. It was really Yeah, Mercedes, when it was really showing a girl that had fell off the pole and kept on twerking. Shout out to her, goddammit.
They do a lot of time. They do a lot of things that's tied to social media. Even how they had where the money reside, where the blessings reside.
All that shit.
They do a lot of shit that's current.
Atlanta do
I like
that
the
shit
fact
too.
that they doing Corona shit on there, like how the club just reopened because they took away the restrictions. Like it's current. That's what I really. That and the strippers is why I watch the shit.
Exactly.
Anytime you tell me it's a stripper like somewhere, I'm gonna tune in.
It's a real Memphis chick for real.
Black strippers especially.
She's straight out the 901. Mercedes, she a definitely.
Now they was talking shit about T-Pain because they said after he left the rave, T-Pain went to Silk Exotic downtown and didn't tip no strippers. I don't blame him because them bitches look like meth heads and GTA dancers.
That's a fucking titty bar.
They look like the
damn strip club.
They look like the dancers from Grand Theft Auto.
I don't know why you even went downtown. I know T-Pain ain't finna
I watched the video
on
of him not throwing money, boss. That ain't it.
But I don't know if T-Pain ready
The
to
black
go
girls must have been off that night.
Yeah, they wasn't in there.
They must have been off that night, my nigga.
Silk still be trying to like
T-Pain
push
shit
white
with the gold
and
diggers.
ain't nobody feeling them.
Hey, they got
T-Pain next time go to gold
they got
diggers.
Amazon at the one downtown. This Amazon wife, that bitch so motherfucking bad.
But she got buttons like a.
She must not have been there. She must not have been there.
No, she wasn't there. Not on the video I was
I ain't
watching.
never been in that.
I didn't blame T-Pain.
And they got
Downtown.
Oh, downtown joint. I ain't never.
I wouldn't have threw nothing at them. I'd have threw a bag of nickels at them bitches.
Oh yeah.
If anything.
You want to know what's fucked up? I got a story about that. Like just real quick. I was in fucking Ricky's. I'm gonna say it like this. It's okay. I ain't trying to downplay nobody, but I'm just in there. It's for my homeboy's bachelor party. I'm chilling though. Like, I'm on my own mode, whatever. Oh, a girl walked up to me, like, hey, how you doing? She was like, I was wearing Nike. She like, you just like to do it. I'm like, bitch, is you fucking or give me money? I don't know. Like, which one you doing? Is you gonna give me some money or you gonna give me some pussy? Which one? And then she was like, whatever, trying to chop up game and whatever on me or whatever. Like, she thought she was getting a nigga. But then she was like, I'll be right back. And kissed me on the cheek. I'm like, bitch, you know how many dicks you been sucking trying to kiss on my goddamn cheek? What's wrong with you?
put your dick fuckers on.
You know you just kissed every nigga in the party, right?
Swallowers on me.
You know you just kissed every nigga in the club, right? Yeah, okay.
You just kissed every nigga.
So here your next one. You still got the liquor in there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Bernie or Robin Harris?
Bernie. Yeah.
Damn.
I'm not bullshitting.
For me, it's both for me.
I love Robin, don't get me wrong, but I grew up on Bernie, honestly. That's just for me. Like, that's my individual aspect.
Drunk sex or morning sex?
Damn.
It's both, just drink.
Yeah.
Take a shot for me. Right?
Man. It's even then, you gotta have, if you have drunk sex in the morning, that shit is crazy.
Still drunk sex.
Wow.
Y'all said, have you ever looked at the back of a $2 bill on weed? Like, that's how you said that shit. Like, nigga, you ever had drunk sex in the morning? Man. My nigga, I love it, dog.
Right.
From the back or missionary?
From the back.
No, okay. From the back.
I drink still, but I'm
gonna drink because it's both of them for me. And then this is my last one before we wrap up the show and get up out of here. Love or loyalty? You can only pick one. I mean, if it's both, you got to drink. But love or loyalty, which one do you choose?
I'm a drink, but I have a theory.
Okay.
Now, though, yes, you have love, but to say there's a difference between love, where as far as a man-woman relationship is, I have love for you or I'm in love with you. Or with family, y'all use it as conditional love. True, sometimes, however they feel is what they feel.
You love them by default.
Exactly. And then with loyalty, it's like, my man's right here. This is my motherfucking cousin, right? Though we family, but not family, but we loyalty block blood, but it ain't blood. It's the same. Damn near. I treat this man like my own. You feel me? Like that's what it is. Because I love that nigga. I tell him like any motherfucker that I love, like, man, you ain't finna do this stupid ass shit, woo, woo, woo. My nigga, I ain't finna have you out here in this crazy ass bullshit, woo, woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? But and that's where loyalty lies. A lot of time where people get love and loyalty misconstrued is where they feel that love should be loyalty. It's not that. You can't have love to be loyalty. Yeah, you can love a motherfucker, but being loyal to someone is through thick and thin, doing this. Ups and downs, fuck ups, not fuck ups.
It's the ultimate version of love.
You
it's
accept
love
me for
all
who I
inclusive.
That's why my woman loved me, because she loved me because it's not okay. Yeah, you love me, but you real out loyal to me because nigga, you know you don't want to ever see me down, just like I wouldn't want to see you down.
So that I get what you're saying. So that ain't got nothing to do with love, just like the other way don't have nothing to do with
if
love.
I'm up, you up.
So that's
if
why
I'm
I
down,
understand
you
why
down.
you drink,
You know
why you drink, and it's both of them.
Yeah,
exactly.
I like that answer. That was damn near like Baby Drew. Well, Baby Drew said it was love, but even at the same time, he said it was both. But he was just saying if he had to teeter-totter the scale, he would teeter it towards
right.
love.
But sometimes people get their loyalty mixed up.
And you can be loyal to a fault.
Yeah. Exactly.
And you can be you can be so loyal to something that you be disloyal to yourself.
Right.
You see what I'm saying too? But that's also on the other end. You can love a motherfucker to the point where you don't love yourself.
Yeah. Like if I'm one person about that. Like always love yourself. Yeah. If I can't love myself,
you can't love somebody, nobody else.
How can I love the woman I'm with? How can I love my child? How can I love?
That's always been my thing with like race relations.
You know?
I don't want to get deep into this, but even like race relations in the country, when people ask me like about black and white, how can you fix this, and that? I always be like, well, we got to start at the crib.
Yeah,
exactly.
We got to heal all this shit that's going on with us before we can even attempt to love somebody else.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? We don't even know how to love each other for real. So how the fuck we gonna show them some love, especially the people that hurt us? So they the ones that conditioned us and made us this way.
Can I ask
you see what I'm saying?
Can I ask this question? A lot of the time we have people that's, talking about how police killing us and this, that, and the third, but then I know they say that there's no such thing as black on black crime, but at the same time, there are people doing the things that they do to each other. Like we not gonna sit here and say, "Oh, these white men killing us, these police killing us," but we killing us at the same time.
So let me give you my rebuttal to that. I dig when people say what you saying,
and I'm not right.
But no. But this is my answer to that.
Right.
It goes back to kind of what my point just was. It's a systematic thing, bro. So it's the same reason the police is shooting us is the same reason Pookie shot Tyrone.
Right.
It's the same thing. There's no difference. It's not. It's racism, but then it's we were taught to beget each other, and then it's a numbers thing.
Right.
I live by you, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Get what I'm saying?
Right.
They're more spread out. Me and you live on top of each other. So if I kill you, that's human nature, man.
Exactly.
That's dog eat dog. That's how the world works.
That's what I'm saying.
You kill based on proximity.
But this be the thing. We so quick. I get it. I'm not saying that.
And that's a learned behavior from them. Right. So on this platform, since these killings and shootings been happening, I've been referencing a Malcolm X quote that I grew up on, that dude going into shooting up Uvalde in the school and dude going into Buffalo in the grocery store and all these shootings that have been happening, mass shootings, is nothing but the chickens coming home to roost. And what that means is you reap what you sow. America, you created this shit. Right. And now it's coming back to eat your ass. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? Like that's what now you got to reap what you sow. That's in the Bible. You do something, it's a cause and effect. You do, every action has a reaction. You see what I'm saying? Right. It's even if you do something 10 years, 20 years from now, it could come back and fuck you up.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? And that's kind of what's going on in America. And that's even where you get black on black crime, which is some bullshit because in reality, I'm not saying if you look back over the history of our existence, no, for real, it's bullshit. In the history of our existence, they've killed more of us than we killed each other.
Exactly.
They've killed more of us than we have.
Right. I'm never going to negate the fact of where, yes, we've had
that's a smoke and mirror. That's a clickbait.
Exactly.
That's some shit that they put in the media to make us scare white people and scare all black people and shit. Like I'm never I'm never one to hurt another black man for no reason at all. But they will,
stupid ass shit.
Just off your skin color, they'll smoke you. So so who's more probable? That's just like if I come through the hood and my hat bring the wrong way.
Right.
Pookie them gonna smoke me. Well, that's the same way the police officer look at me because I'm black. He don't know if I'm gang banging or a politician or whatever. I'm black. Get your bitch ass out the car. You don't follow rules. We smoking. Same shit. You see what I'm saying? It's not like like when they see a white person, they're like, oh, okay, have a nice day. They're not doing that to us.
They ain't even drunk.
See what I'm saying? But in the white community, they smoking each other regardless. The cops killing people, they shooting each other. It just ain't hitting the headlines. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? It's not clickbait like that. When we do it, that's people ran elections off of black on black crime. Dukakis and motherfuckers who ran for office back in the 80s and 90s, Bush and them, the gun law that Biden passed, all that shit, the RICO Act, all that was created because of the black on black crime.
But at the same time, it was created for the mob and the mafia. That's what they was trying to do to stop those families. But then it drawed over to us. No, that was the whole thing. We was already in the
RICO Act. Al Capone went to jail under the racketeering RICO law. It was created for Al Capone and it was for the mob families.
Right.
It got to us once pimping and prostitution and drug dealing. The 70s.
The Black
Panthers when it came for us. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. The 70s. Yeah, that's when that shit came. And they couldn't get Black Panthers with RICO until the drugs got next to the guns, and that's when they created the RICO case on the Black Panthers.
And that was crazy.
Racketeering is not necessarily the RICO Act that we
racketeering is
that's different from now. Yeah,
with the young thug situation, like
R. Kelly's under the Racketeering Act.
Right.
Yeah, R. Kelly's in jail under a Racketeering Act.
I mean, he's selling pussy.
I actually heard about the other one.
He was facing 25 years for that act right now. So on that note, man, this is the end of episode 125, the Slick Talk with Scalez podcast. We got our guest today, super dope brother, Dre Love, man, comedian. Y'all tap in with him. Let them know where they can find you at.
Man, you can find me on YouTube, Dre Love Comedy. You can find me on Instagram, Dre Love Comedy. You can find me on Facebook, Dre Love. And you can find my man's Cali Promotions on Cali Promotions on Instagram. And man, I appreciate each of you brothers inviting me, doing this good little thing. I know I'm gonna come back.
Absolutely, If you got a stand up or event or anything you want to promote going on, just let me know. Tap in with me. You're more than welcome to come back. Yeah, and on that note, man, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button on that YouTube page, man. We almost at 1,000. I'll see y'all on Thursday. We out. Peace.